gentlemen. Um, do you agree with me that every divine instruction that is given to a man is for his own benefit? Divine instruction, yeah, is for our own benefit. If you don't agree with me, maybe by the time I'm done with my experience, sharing my experience, you will be convinced. By the way, my name is Onyekesi Nkiru, and I'm standing here today to speak to you from the standpoint of my experience on the topic two lessons I learned from my years of barrenness. In 1996, after my secondary education, I had a dream. And in that dream, a witch in my family, an old witch in my family, appeared to me and said to me that I was going to be barren. I rebuked her in that dream and told her, except I don't serve a living God, that if there is God and I serve him, her word will never come to pass. So in that same year, the then priest in the parish where I worshipped, he died. And he appeared to me in the dream. And in that dream, he told me, he instructed me to go to the children's church of the church and serve God there. That would become a teacher. I declined. I said no. Why did I say no? Because to me, I felt I am not capable. And that is why I'm here. I felt I am not capable. So years after that, I got married. And when I got married, I already knew that I was going to be delayed based on that dream I had. So I was having difficulties conceiving. Myself and my husband, we went from hospital to another hospital looking for solutions, from one church program to another church program, looking for solutions, all to no avail. Until one time, years after, I was like, what is this? I am tired. I now resorted to making inquiry prayers, asking God, why would this condition be like this? Why would I marry and I will not have children? It's an eyesore. And as I was making that prayers, I asked God to reveal to me why what was happening to me was happening to me. And one day in the dream of the night, an angel came and said, follow me, I'm taking you on a journey. And he took me to hellfire. He took me to hellfire and he said, look at children in hellfire. I wept and I woke up. I was like, I wouldn't want to be the reason why children will go to hellfire, will die and go to hellfire. That I have to answer that call. The next day was church, Sunday service. I went to church and during the announcement, it was announced that teachers were needed in children's church. So that was a good time. I said, I must answer the call. And I answered the call. I started serving God in the children's church. So one day the head pastor called me and he said, I want to give you an assignment. I want to do this for the church. I want to do this for children. I want you to take them through songs, music. I'm not too good with that too. I'm not good at that at all. But that was the assignment. I decided that I will not decline again. I accepted it. And the very first day I did it, that very night, another dream. I was taken to my father's house. And in my father's house, I entered the room of that old witch. And inside was a bag. My baby was inside it. That was how the angel of God, using the face of a boy in that church where I worship, and carried the boy and gave it to me. Shortly after that, I conceived and gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. After 10 good years of marriage, 10 good years of marriage. And 2 years after that, please give me extra time. Sorry, ma, just 2 minutes, please. Just 2 minutes. 3 years after that, I conceived again, but before the conception, an instruction came. Do not take Coca-Cola. And when I got pregnant the second time, I was craving for Coke. I started drinking Coke until I went for first scan, everything was okay. The second scan, fine. The third time, I was told there was a loss of heartbeat. The baby died. I wept. I cried. But I continued in my service. I did not give up. Last year, that was 2 years after the loss. Last year, the current head pastor called me in the dream of the night and said, she brought out a book, a register, and said, you have been consistent in your church attendance. I am going to reward you. And shortly after that revelation, I conceived again. This time, a set of twins last year. A boy and a girl. Wow. And the woman they said will never conceive is now having how many children? 3 good children. The witch has been laid to rest. She has been laid to rest. So the 2 lessons I learned from this is, delay is not denial. If God has destined that you will have something, though it tarries, wait for it, it must surely come to pass. Then our obedience is vital to whatever God wants to give you. I don't know the reason why that thing has been delayed in your life. Your story could be my story. My story could be your story. So just try and know what is the will of God for my life. And maybe by the time you do it, you will be standing to share your own testimony, because I consider this a testimony. In conclusion, God is still God, and God is still saying something. Thank you so much for your time.